Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, November 30th. We're looking at the last 3 days of the SPY ETF's market profile. And here's Friday, where we had just a half day. We've been battling in and out of Friday's range. Somebody asked me how much weight do I put into Friday. I said the most important thing to me Friday is the high and the low, which I'll use only up to 1 p.m. We had the very visual and wide POC from the previous day on Wednesday. Came out of an inside day on Friday on a gap. Obviously didn't hold. It got filled late, right before the market closed, and now we're battling right at that low. Wouldn't surprise me. We take out Friday's low, we will see the POC from Wednesday. So let's go over destinations and a game plan for this morning. So right now, prior to the opening, all we have on the upside are 3 upside destinations and the overnight high. And right now, that is 363. Just give me 1 second. 363.22 it looks like for the overnight high. Then we have 364.18, which is a weekly high from last week. Then 364.38 monthly high, all-time high, and 366.77 our pre-market all-time high. For the downside, we have Friday's low at 362.58. Then we have the 11 wide, 362.34 from Wednesday. 361.48, Wednesday's daily low. Then we have single prints, 361.47 get filled at 02 from the 24th. Inside of there, we have today's overnight low of 361.43. Second set of single prints, 360.46 get filled at 39. And then the daily low of 359.29 and filling the gap at 358.82. So game plan for this morning. Right now, the pre-market volume is only 570,000. It is the last day of the month, so we'll see how they try to close, see if they try to pin any specific number. Inside month up is holding very nicely. Inside week up last week, didn't do much, and obviously the inside day up on Friday basically failed. So we're basically a market imbalance, as you'll see when we go to the charts. So game plan for this morning. Well, if we take out Friday's low of 362.58, we're certainly going to trade at that 11 wide POC. Now, it's only 24 cents away. So it depends. If we gap lower in the next hour, we're going to gap either right at it or even below it. Then we see what happens. I didn't use Jay's low as an afternoon pullback. It was too close to that day's low. So then we see if we get any traction down to Wednesday's low. If we're to open inside the day's range from Friday and then come out, then I would take a put play, because then it would be at least something to go, as the algorithms will be programmed to go right down to that POC. If we gap in the next hour by about 40-50 cents, again, I would also take a put play and then use the gap fill as my out. So those are 2 put plays on the gap, and if we open in balance below value and then take out Friday's low. As far as a call play, well, if you open in balance but below value, I guess you could take one against Friday's 1 p.m. close, but it would be with lower value. And if we take out that low, I would be out of that trade immediately, because then POC would definitely be hit from Wednesday, and we'll see how much more they would want to the downside. So right now, with 70 minutes to go, I'd wait a little more for more market-generated information on a call play. And then on the charts, which I have to get to. So monthly, last day of the month, it's a 4-month balance. Inside month up, right now holding very nicely, and we're above the previous all-time high in September. So even though it's a balance towards the upside, which is still pretty healthy. Same on the weekly. Right now, we came out of an inside week to the upside last week, 362.78. Well, it's a new week now. I'm still calling this up. You can call it up to balance. It's certainly balanced right now, 3-week balance. So now the goal is to take out last week's high, 364.18, and get the all-time high. Otherwise, we're stuck basically in a 3-week balance. And then daily, same thing. We were up. We are technically one time framing up 3 days, but we haven't gotten much distance away, obviously, from that gap higher on the 24th. Again, the bottom line is this: if we come out of balance on the monthly, weekly, daily, we will see new all-time highs. If you fail at these balance highs of the monthly, weekly, daily, well, then they're all going to start reverting back to the opposite end of the balance at some point. So for the monthly, we're talking all the way down at the 320 level. On the weekly, we're talking about the bottom of this 3-week balance, which is 350.51. And on the daily, we're talking about the daily low of 359.29. So it's pretty important, I think, for the buyers to get their act together and go and get this all-time high and see what they want out of it once they do get it. If not, at some point, balance rules firmly come into play and we look to rotate to the bottom of all 3 time frames balances. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.